smell of scandal centered on Emmanuel Macron of France. The political life of France is shaken. Are they pulling the rug from under him? French prosecutors have confirmed that they opened 2 investigations in late October into the involvement of consulting firms in the 2017 and 2022 election campaigns, following several allegations involving President Emmanuel Macron and his relationship with the US firm McKinsey. Le Parisien newspaper reported on Thursday that the financial prosecutor is conducting a preliminary investigation into favoritism and illegal financing of Macron's first campaign in 2017. The prosecutor's office confirmed that it had widened the pre-existing investigation into tax evasion by McKinsey to include the role that consulting firms played in the 2 election campaigns of 17 and 22. During the last election campaign, a Senate report sparked a heated debate about the use of public funds in favor of these companies, and the opposition was calling for investigation into alleged favoritism in favor of McKinsey and the Macron majority. It's up to the judiciary to carry out these investigations in complete independence, commented the Élysée Palace after being informed of the announcement of the financial prosecution. On the occasion of Le Parisien's report entitled McKinsey Case, Emmanuel Macron in the crosshairs of an investigation into illegal financing of his campaign, the financial prosecutor's office released a statement to clarify what criminal procedures are being followed after the Senate report and numerous reports and complaints from elected officials and individuals. According to that announcement, a preliminary investigation was launched October 20th to determine whether there were irregularities in the campaign's counting. The next day, a second investigation was launched into favoritism and concealment of favoritism. A report by a Senate committee into the growing influence of private consulting firms in politics said contracts signed by the state with such firms more than doubled between 2018 and 21, reaching a record of 1 billion euros in 2021. 1 billion euros. The opposition immediately called for an investigation into the Macron majority's relations with McKinsey. This report also stated that McKinsey's French subsidiaries managed to pay no corporate tax at all between 2011 and 2020. In his announcement, the financial prosecutor, Jean-François Bonner, recalls that an investigation into money laundering with aggravating circumstances is already underway since March 31st, and that an on-site search was carried out by the company's headquarters in France on May 24th. It was carried out at the company's headquarters. Macron, whose name was not mentioned at all in the prosecutor's announcement, is protected by presidential immunity as provided for in Article 67 of the French Constitution. Based on this article, the head of the state may not, during his term of office, be called as a witness or subject to investigation or prosecution by any judicial or administrative authority. If prosecutors decide Emmanuel Macron needs to explain, they could call him to testify with his second term when his second term ends, but only for acts unrelated to the exercises of his presidential duties. During the 2022 election campaign, Macron said McKinsey's failure to pay corporate tax was due to pre-existing tax regulations. If there is evidence of fraud, let the case go to justice, he said. We have nothing to hide, but Budget Minister Olivier Dussopt said in March that the government announced that the company would have to pay any taxes it might owe. McKinsey has no knowledge of the figures released by the press today, the firm responded. And this is from a Greek article I've translated for you. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.